Hello everybody and welcome back to RogueTech, where we are currently needing to rework the Mauler a little bit here. We just got that set up last episode, but the Mauler is in progress, so we'll tick forward a couple days here to get our mech warriors back, but no more than that. Let's go ahead and do some quick mech warrior training here, if there's any to be done. Actually, yeah, a point of tactics for boot camp, maxing him out there on tactics. Always great. And what else do we need here?
Aye, aye. Orders?
That's it. That's literally it. Okay. We're starting to get to the point where it takes a long time to do that, so that's fine. This looks like some potentially actually challenging missions. That would be nice, for sure. 2 million, 3.5 skull? It's not huge, but 1.8 million 4 skull? I think we're just going to run this battle here. It's out in the middle of the desert, so could be interesting, but let's see how that ends up going. Checking for a free priority salvage, we see there is none, so we're going to take it straight down the middle. Sounds good to me. And we're just going to deploy the exact same mechs we did last time. Sounds good to me. Let's get this done. Yeah, the awesome is slightly underweight. Shut up, Darius. You don't know what you're talking about. It does not require more firepower than this. You're just underrating our firepower. Oh, Darius, sometimes. See, I think a big part of the reason why RogueTech is underrating us so much right now is because we've kind of fallen into a bit of a niche, right? And that niche is we're really, really, really effective at medium to long range. And we've kind of continued to do that because RogueTech isn't punishing us for it. We can shred enemies before they even get close and eliminate painful weapon systems very quickly with some surgical strikes. And RogueTech isn't countering it, really. So that's definitely interesting. We need to find and destroy the hidden enemy lance. Commander, we're tracking a local government Leopard dropship through this region when we lost its signal. Orbital scans suggest the ship made landfall here on Untrin, probably hoping to go to ground and hide the military lance it was carrying. It would be convenient if that lance were to disappear, and Capellan analysts believe they've isolated the area the target lance is trying to hide in. We're in the middle of nowhere, Commander, so that means no witnesses. Convenient. Indeed, it is convenient. So we're going to move up here, and where do we want to land? We want to land as close to them as we can, even though I just said that range is our primary advantage. We don't want to be too far, because extreme range is not good for us. Must have seen us coming in. Okay, we do have allies, which means there's probably enemy reinforcements as well. They're up in this area. In fact, they're like right here. We can see that from a distance from known enemy position. They're like right here. We could land over here and try to flank them. I don't think that's very good. We could just take position here and make our way in like this. And that's what we're going to do. Excellent. So we immediately see this guy out over here. What is that? Looks kind of like an archer? No, that ain't no archer. Okay, when it turned its torso, that was very clearly not one.
Good to go, Commander.
Okay, we're going to reserve, let them move. It's phase 15, so they're already going to move here. Okay, we're going to reserve. This guy doesn't move until phase 9.
Waiting for my opening.
Okay, let's see what we get here. He didn't move. Neither of them moved.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. The Ostwar must have reserved. That is indeed an archer. Okay. I guess I was just not looking at it correctly. We're going to Warlord here and hit the archer with... He definitely didn't move the archer. We're going to hit the archer with 2 80% MRM 40s. This is going to hurt him a lot. Structure exposure. Not quite unsteady on the archer, but very close. Now. Oh, I missed that the Ostwar hadn't moved yet. For some reason, I thought that it had, but no. The Madcap Mark II is going to move on up. And we're going to go ahead and fire here. I kind of want to rework these rockets. We're not using them very frequently, but we'll need to think about that. Oh, wow, look at that armor strip. That is beautiful.
Feel the love.
Both Gauss rifles missing, unfortunately.
Failed to connect.
Indeed you did.
I'm
The
here.
Battlemaster will step up, and the
I'll fire
Battlemaster is less likely to miss. We're going to Warlord, since this is still round 1. We have great hit odds round 1 here. That's a kill.
Enemy mech.
One
destroyed.
archer, out of there.
I'm ready.
The Awesome can move out over this direction, and we actually get LOS
Rolling.
over here on the Ostwar. Not great hit odds here, but we can make our way down, like so. Boost our hit odds a little bit.
Confirmed.
And actually, that went really well.
Oh, I like that shot.
Especially with those hit odds, I like that shot a lot. We're going to sprint over here with the Orion. I was hoping we'd get a direct LOS.
Double time.
No direct LOS. We'll just lob our LRMs. Well then,
File removed.
that's a dead Ostwar.
Commander.
We're fresh out of targets. We don't actually know where to go here. I think it's calculating the bull shark. I'm not sure
Yes,
why the bull
Commander.
shark... Oh, that's why the bull shark can't move. So instead, we're going to use that sweet, sweet careful maneuvers ability. I'm so glad RogueTech added that. We can climb on down,
Yeah.
and then the Corsair is going to sprint up over here.
Understood.
Now, we know that
Moving
there's still
fast.
2 more enemies out there. We just don't have LOS on them, and we
I
don't
hear
have
ya.
sensors up just yet. We're going to sprint forward with the Boar's Head, and that'll go like over here.
Pedal to the metal.
We have good LOS, but we don't see anything. Okay. Our allies are going to run around a bit, not do much of note, I'm sure. And there's round 3, apparently. Oh, we see a Mackie out there. Cool. Where exactly is that? Oh, here. Okay.
How's it going?
The Salamander is going to sprint over this way. Ah, and a Dervish. Okay. In that case, we should probably reserve and let them come to us a bit, if they will. Dervish firing on the Salamander. Getting very little done there.
I'm a holding.
With the Dervish hiding behind the LOS blocker over there, though, we should probably fire artillery at that Dervish. The Magcat Mark II does not have LOS on the Mackie either. I'm going to reserve and allow the Mackie to move here. This is going to be a pretty long reservation, I
Roger that.
think.
Standing
Actually,
by.
the Mackie's phase 11. Not too bad. It steps out, and this is exactly what we wanted. Yeah, fire at that Salamander, please. Okay.
Standing by.
So at this point, the Orion is going to move up, and we have a decent firing solution on that Mackie. In fact, it's very good. Take it.
Copy that.
Huge amounts of damage to the Mackie. Our ally Jess moves up and fires on that Mackie. This could easily be a kill. It's not, but it was very close.
Waiting
Okay.
on you, Commander.
Now, the Boar's Head is an artillery piece, and we're going to move up and fire on this Dervish, since nothing else can fire on it. We will also Warlord that to boost the hit odds a little bit. Looks like the Arrow 4 missed, but the Sniper Artillery
Yeah,
hit, and we did
critical
breach
hit.
the armor there.
Yep.
The Corsair is going to move up over to here,
Moving to position.
and this could very easily be a kill on the Mackie.
This.
Maybe not with shooting like that, but the Mackie's not doing so well. That could be a knockdown?
Score.
That's a knockdown. Well, rip that Mackie. It's super dead. The Maxim moves up, does not do anything of note.
Commander.
The Magcat Mark II is going to step forward. This is just a free shot on the Mackie at this point.
Engaging target.
And that's a dead Mackie.
Target eliminated.
Okay,
Ready for orders.
so the Awesome is going to sprint up over this way. There's no
Roger
way it
that.
gets LOS on the Dervish, obviously. The Battlemaster, same story. No LOS on the Dervish going to be
Right.
happening this round. Maybe next round if the Dervish is dumb.
Awaiting
But
orders.
we could also easily kill the
Move order
Dervish
confirmed.
with the LRM-20 and Long Tom combo. Actually, only the Long Tom is in range, and it's the rear arc that got exposed on the Dervish. Okay. Well, let's see what the Long Tom does. Get some armor damage in there. Okay. Our friend the Griffin moves up, does nothing of note, and let's see what the Griffin does here. Never mind, that's a Dervish. Is that direct LOS? I think that's direct fire LOS. That's foolish. But it means that we'll kill it faster, and I'm okay with that.
Receiving you.
That said, this whole mission has been very fast. This is round 4, after all. I'm still expecting that there's going to be another lance. If there's not, I'm shocked. This could easily kill the Dervish. Mostly just armor shred there, but LRM ammo explosion, and that's a dead Dervish.
Vic, just
And that's it. That was
Mission
really
successful.
easy. I'm strongly considering, at this point, going back to planet difficulty and going somewhere harder. RogueTech is just not competently determining our company strength. I'm fairly convinced of that. So, 1.1 million C-bills, not bad. Did we even take damage? Maybe? I don't remember. I don't think we did. A couple of LRM-20s. Now, these are not clan LRM-20s. Clan LRM-20s are really good. Regular LRM-20s, not as good. The salvage is just garbage, though. I mean, we can take the Mackie part. Probably just scrap it. It's a Mackie after all. There's just nothing good here. We'll take the Archer part as well. Literally everything here I'm going to sell. We don't need it. Okay. Well, that was very easy. And I was expecting it to be a little more challenging. No doubt about that. We can try to run another one this episode. I mean, at the rate we've been plowing through these last couple, it wouldn't be a problem. We'll need to tick forward like 2 days here. I'm not sure we even took damage. Even if we did, it'll only take a day or two to repair. It was not much damage at all. So yeah, I think that that's going to be a thing. And I think I've made up my mind. I'm going to go to planet difficulty, and we're going to go somewhere a little more challenging. Yeah, we did take a little damage, but that's completely okay. So let's tick forward there. Just the 2 days. Ah, finally, the flashpoint is popping again. Farah calls you to the Argos command center, where you find the view screen overflowing with grainy images and dossiers. Multiple sources confirm that an unknown spacecraft crashed into a saltwater lake on Mantharaka about a month ago. Her surviving crew was medevaced to an orbiting station where they were all found to have suffered misjump-induced injuries. That's the Dobrev, Farah pumps her fist, her smile radiant with triumph. It has to be. Darius nods. Yes. And that was the good news. The bad news is we're not the only company on the Derelict's trail. The Black Widow has been carving a bloody trail across the frontier, burning out black market sites on over a dozen worlds. And I have reliable information that she's moving towards Mantharaka. We can beat her. You let your voice take on a hard edge. I'm not afraid of Natasha Kerensky. Atreides Co. beat the Black Widow Company back on Appian, and if it comes to a fight, I will gladly do it again. Darius crosses his arms over his chest. The commander is right. We can beat the Black Widow. All we need to do is be prepared. Sumare's lips tighten, but she says nothing. Eventually she sighs. I'll mark Mantharaka on the star map, but we better not go before we're ready. When I land us there, we're going to be committed to seeing this job through to the end. Yes, indeed we will. And we can beat the Black Widow. That might be some of that challenge that we're looking for. Let's go ahead and hop into the navigation, and I think that we just head there. We've got plenty of cash, and this is only 13 days away. There's no consecutive deployments, but we may well be committing to a confrontation with the Black Widow. And that's good. Let's do it. Let's get this done.
Course plotted.
We are going to get a financial report, but we've got plenty of cash.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
Yep, that's fine. We've still got 5 million C-bills in the bank. Let's head on over. So that kind of gets rid of that deploy again this episode mission, but we're going to make our way on over, and let's see what goes on here.
Work order you submitted is complete.
Okay, so that's the Mauler good to go. Hopefully that will be a little bit better for our setup. It's kind of a downgrade, but it'll be, I think, more reliably useful. Like, when the Mauler got into its range, it was great, right? But it didn't get into its range a lot. Solaris Championship, huh? Go ahead and offer commentary. Morale increased by 10. Perfect. So we're about 3 days away from Mantharaka, and I'm expecting that we're going to get a somewhat lengthy briefing here. Yes, this is a point of no return. Before we do this, let's double check through here just in case it just throws us into a mission. Which it may, but I don't really think it will. Not Command Center. I wanted to double check for additional pilot promotions over here. We're doing very, very well at this point. There's no doubt about that.
Commander. Aye, aye. Standing by.
Point of guts for Poet.
Mech
Sounds
warrior
good.
training complete.
Waiting.
And there we go. Okay. So let's go ahead and run this. The Black Widow is going to be kind of upset to meet us here, probably. It's official, Commander. We've found the Dobrev. Sumere's taken a dozen holopics of it already. Maya, care to throw an image of our derelict on the view screen? Sure thing, XO. Brace yourself, Commander. It isn't pretty. An image of an unfamiliar vessel fills your view screen. It appears to have come to rest in a body of deep water. The bulk of the wrecked ship is completely submerged. The Dobrev's superstructure is warped and bent, presumably by the cumulative effects of multiple missed jumps. Well, at least this time they won't be able to run off with it. That ain't nothing, but as much as I hate to say it, I've got news of my own. You may want to sit down for this. Out with it, Yang. What's going on? Remember that crate of parts the bounty hunter gave us? The one that I loudly proclaimed to be an obvious trap? What about it? It was a trap! One of my mech techs found a tracking device embedded right in the metal. Damn thing's been pinging our location to the nearest HPG relay every time we've jumped. The bounty hunter is following us, is what I'm saying. Has been since we parted ways on Independence. And I have a sinking suspicion that I know why. He's after the Dobrev, and we've just led him straight to it. That's pretty much the size of it. So now we've got two great big ticking clocks hanging over our head. The Black Widow's one of them. The bounty hunter's the other. Either of those two could casually murder our entire company, Commander. If we don't pick up the pace, we're going to have to fight them both at once. Guess we better move fast then. Is the Motor Bjorn online and ready to go? My remaining combat drones are ready to deploy, Commander. They will provide fire support for your Lance in the field. I'll go make sure that our mech warriors are ready to drop. Let's get to it, people. We've got a job to do, and we better do it fast. Sounds neat. This may well be the challenge we're looking for. This is a 5-skull mission. Very neat. So that is definitely going to be some challenge. I'm not going to go to planet difficulty until after we finish the Flashpoint campaign. So I just don't want to potentially mess with the calculation of that since we've already started it. We're going to finish the Flashpoint campaign, and then we'll go up to planet difficulty and see about pursuing ourselves some nice, sweet challenge. For now, it's a little bit early here, but I don't want to get started on this mission at this exact moment because we're going to get like 6 minutes into the mission and it'll be time to put a cut in. So we'll get started on that in the next episode. I apologize, this one's a little on the short side, but oftentimes RogueTech runs a little long, so I feel like it balances out. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.